Do you ever feel like when you go to swim, you just can't breathe? Or maybe you swallow water every time you try to breathe. You're learning to swim better for your upcoming triathlon. Maybe it's your first triathlon. Maybe you've signed up for an Ironman. Either way, you just have to figure out how to breathe while you're swimming so you're not taking in water or so that you're not so tired. I'm Coach Steph. I'm a triathlon coach. I'm also a doctor of physical therapy. I'm a bike fitter and I'm a swim coach. I help people get better at swimming, specifically for triathlon and open water swims. Here are 3 tips that I tell my athletes to breathe better in the open water. The first tip is just learning how to breathe while standing in the water. So don't complicate it by trying to learn to breathe while you're swimming. You're thinking about too many things. What I have people do is just stand in the shallow part of the water, bend forward so that your face is in the water, and that way you can practice your breathing technique from there. First, you're going to start off with learning how to exhale into the water properly. And that just may be something as simple as learning to blow bubbles. You know, what they teach kids when they're learning to swim is, oh, blow the bubbles. I mean, that may be where you need to start from, and that's okay. The other part of that is you need to learn how to hold your breath under the water as well. Because when we are swimming, there is a little bit of holding your breath at first as you are swimming through. So putting your face into the water, holding your breath for maybe a few seconds, and then start to blow out and exhale. That's the first step. Number 2 is the timing of your breathing. So as you're bent over in the water, what you can focus on is hold your breath for a couple of seconds, then start to exhale. Then you turn your head to take a breath. Now here's the part that is tricky. You need to almost fully exhale and empty the tank out before you take a quick breath in. Sometimes you're emptying the exhale while you're still in the water and blow all the way out, turn your head and inhale quickly. But most of the time you're going to do a nice exhale in the water, and then as you turn your head, you quickly exhale all the way out, and then you inhale quickly, and then turn your face back into the water and start swimming again. Now, the mistake that a lot of swimmers do is they turn their head, they leave their head out of the water, take in a big, long breath, and then put their face back into the water. That is when you're more likely to inhale water because you're just inhaling for too much time. You need to turn your head at a specific point so that you're catching air, but you don't want to take this really long breath. You need to take a quick breath and then come back down and hold your breath slightly, start to exhale again, and go through the cycle. And number 3 is being able to turn your head and rotate your body enough to actually get your mouth out of the water to breathe. Now, as you fine tune your swimming stroke, you should be able to rotate and turn enough so that way, let's say this is the water line is coming to like right about here. So you're kind of breathing out from this side here. There is going to be a little bit of that water line. You're not going to rotate all the way so that your mouth is fully out of the water. And that is something that you'll start to kind of fine tune as you get better at the breathing. But you do want to be able to rotate your head enough. So if you're limited in that range of motion, you may need to work on stretching in both directions to get some of that rotation. But it's not just your neck rotating to take a breath. It's also your whole body. Your trunk has to rotate in the water as you're gliding, so that way your head can turn, get that quick breath, get that breath in what we call the pocket area, get that quick breath, come back down and continue swimming again. So it all comes back to some swimming basics. Breathing can be impaired if you're not rotating enough, if you're not rotating your trunk enough in the water on each stroke. Now that pairs well with body position as well. So if your body is kind of sinking down this way, your legs are down here and your head is up, that's going to affect your breathing position and also is going to affect your ability to rotate. I hope these are helpful tips for you training for your next triathlon. If you'd like me to analyze your swim stroke, I do offer virtual swim analysis sessions where you'll film yourself, you'll send the footage to me, and then I will send you back a video with some instruction and showing you exactly what's going on and follow up with some drills that you can do to improve that. I also offer in-person swim analysis sessions here in Round Rock, Texas. So if you are nearby the North Austin area, you can always send me an email and get on my wait list for when the pool opens in the summertime. But I'm pairing up with Swim, Bike, Run Fun events, and we are doing a special swim clinic specifically for people who are doing the half Ironman and full Ironman distances. We're doing that this February 1st. We're doing an in-pool swim clinic. I'll be one of the coaches on deck. And then on February 28th, we're going to head out to the open water at Decker Lake. And it's going to be a fully supported open water swim. We're going to teach some open water skills like sighting and going around buoys. So I'll share that link below as one of the first comments. Check that out if you're in the area. And y'all have a great day.